Over the years, options for treating your pelvic floor impairments have been expanding, which is fantastic. However, it remains really important that you know that you are accessing good quality pelvic floor rehab services. So I made a little list to help you determine that. Firstly, and really importantly, you should always be at least offered a pelvic floor muscle exam unless it's medically contraindicated or you strongly prefer not to have one. The conversation should at least be had, because without knowing your specific pelvic floor needs, how is a specific program going to be designed for you? Which brings me to my next point. Anybody offering you pelvic rehab services should have done postgraduate coursework in pelvic rehab. We're not getting it in schools. There's no profession that's taught pelvic rehab within their licensure program. So this is a postgraduate thing, and anyone who's done that will be happy to explain to you their coursework specifically in rehab. Also, along with that, and can't believe we have to say this one, but they need to have some kind of a clinical license. So if they say they're a physical therapist, they need to have a license in physical therapy. It's not legal in the state of Nevada to claim physical therapy if you are not licensed in it. Also, you want to make sure that the majority of your care is given by the pelvic rehab practitioner that evaluated you, as opposed to a different person every time who's maybe a tech, and again, somebody that probably does not have a license or really specific training for you. Also, the majority of your treatment, in my opinion, should be one-on-one. There's a lot of sort of group therapy, which is popular now, but again, keep in mind every single person in that group has a different obstetric history. They have different medical conditions, might be on different medications, has different goals. Their pelvic floors aren't all the same, so it's kind of hard to believe that a treatment that's all the same is going to get everybody from point A to point B. And then also, you really need to get off the table or the chair, whatever it is, at some point. If your symptoms are happening in standing, with running, with lifting, with intercourse, you're experiencing symptoms with changes in intra-abdominal pressure or impact force, whatever it may be, laying on a table is not a great way to take care of 100% the cause of that. And also, you should be working with your rehab expert to trial the activities that you want to do, make the modifications that you have to. It should be part of a complete assessment. So that's part of making sure your care is well-rounded, individualized, and offered by a pelvic rehab expert.